We Googled it at one of the podcast days. You have to put it in like cold water first and stuff.
That's what you tell yourself when you're out.
I know, just imagine that 20 years later. They're like, oh, if only I saved.
Like, mate is 3 leaves.
We still watch like Sword Swallowers. What's so bad about the magical bleeding man?
1 solid clamp. Clap. I said clamp, and then I almost said crap. I was thinking, so we learned about the tea cakes, and we realized, Amanda, can you pass me that? That's for this. And then we realized that we did it wrong.
Oh.
So
we chopped it off wrong? Or
we just like steeped it wrong, and we want to try it again and see what you think this time.
Okay.
So can you get that cake? And
acknowledging
last time,
our mistakes.
Yeah, time. Yeah, showing that we can grow and learn. And this is, let me double check.
Oh, you say double check this time.
Yeah, it's working.
Nice.
This is the info card inside. Amanda was reading last time. Is this the
I don't think that one.
No, that one's not the Emperor's Palace grade. The other had the colored palace.
Oh, okay.
So we don't know what's above that except for like.
Well, we tried the Emperor's
Monarchy
Palace so this
grade
time.
or some other larger imperialism grade.
It's almost, like if I think that kind of branding, do you think has lost its appeal these days? Is
Probably.
Yeah. But at some point that would have been the way to brand everything, right? Like to market what you have. Oh, this is Palace grade or Emperor's grade. Imperial.
Yeah, Imperial. Yeah.
Imperial isn't good anymore. So we let those wake up for like a minute. Later.
We should really film those little frogs squirting if we can make it work.
I have made them work.
We Googled it at one of the podcast days. You have to put it in like cold water first and stuff.
You gotta like watch little bubbles come out of it because there's like a hollow chamber or something in there.
Probably. So I wonder if they make those, when they make those, they put a wire inside, and then once they make them, they just pull the wire out.
Oh yeah. That's probably most definitely how they do it, yeah.
You think?
What does Gator do anything, or he's just meant to be poured
He's
on?
Just like, he's useless.
Okay.
He just sits there. He's probably, maybe he's like, he would play games, like video games. I mean, that's not totally useless. He's a gamer champion, maybe. That's how he makes his money.
Gamer Gator.
I was gonna say
Gamer Gator.
I like that.
Yeah. And like, we thought he was useful, but now he makes a lot of crypto.
Hey, crypto's useful.
Yeah, I know, right? Like, now he's rich. And we all are like, what the hell, Gator? You didn't do anything.
Like that, there's this story, I don't know if it's real, but someone in like early 2000s paid for pizza with their Bitcoin. When Bitcoins were worth like far less than a penny, they paid their pizza for like 1,000 Bitcoins for a pizza.
I think it was 10,000 or something.
Maybe
like,
it was
That's
more.
interesting.
It was like millions of dollars in today's Bitcoin numbers.
Yeah, that's brutal.
But that's still viewed as like a necessary proof of concept because it was like some of the original people being like, no one's ever used this to actually do a transaction. So
that's
it's kind of cool to have the first transaction at least. Even
That's
if you're poor, you're famous for it.
That's what you tell yourself when you're out.
I know, just imagine that 20 years later. They're like, oh, if only I saved those.
It's better.
That's
than
your contribution to science.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's better than the guy who lost his
to furthering
hard drive.
technology.
Yeah. Have you seen the guy though that lost his laptop went to the dumpster or like the dump, and then so he knows how much Bitcoin was on it, and then because it takes so much money to salvage a dump, to run through a dump and look for a hard drive costs like millions of dollars, but then the hard drive suddenly was worth like, if it's still alive, it's worth $100 million. So he was actually getting like investment people to be like, okay, well, I'll take a split if, like, they needed to analyze, they needed to get professionals in to see what's the likelihood that it could be recoverable. And I think I think he's UK. I think the government eventually stepped in and said, no, you're not going to dig up the dump. But they were getting like investors to really put in the money required to dig through and look for this.
Yeah, I saw that, and they were saying like, oh, we will find it no matter what. And like he was in the news, I think. He was in some.
So what's to say that hard drive's not just completely smashed?
Yeah.
Yeah, you
Or
have no
like,
idea
yeah.
how
The
that garbage
likelihood of
truck
it
went.
not being smashed is
Or
like
not
zero.
working. I mean, I guess you could like really go in there, open up the boards, and like try to.
That's, I think, their hope would
lot
be
of time.
like to repair the disc enough that they hope the part of the disc that's still viable contained like the Bitcoin.
Imagine they have like everything. It's like everything is destroyed, but they find that one code.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah,
If it was a movie, that's what would have happened.
so I think it's the worst to be him. I'd rather spend all my Bitcoin on a pizza, but then be like, well, at least I'm looked fondly
I
upon. The
I
poor
don't
guy
have
who
to
lost his
plot
Bitcoin.
through
Yeah,
a
you're
dump.
a legend for paying with pizza.
You can brag about having the most expensive pizza in the history.
That's right.
Whoa, this is totally different than how we drank it before.
Really? Yeah.
I actually think it was better the improper way. So I would say people should experiment.
Interesting.
Oh, like drinking the first wash, or
Wash?
like not the first wash, but like
What did we
Give-
do last time? This
we just
What are-
rinsed it really
More of a
quick.
rinse.
What are our thoughts on this tea?
What happened was first it was even for because I had Pu-Erh, right? I had coffee Pu-Erh, those pucks or whatever. Even for this one is aged quite a bit, and it was a little bit intense, but then we realized we're not making it the right way. So
is this the one that we said tasted like soil?
Oh,
Because
this
it
is
Yeah.
still
quite
tastes.
earthy to me.
Yeah, this one's still soil.
it is still, but then I started thinking about it and kind of like, to be honest with you, what happened was I started like really wanting to taste it again and again. I was like, I kind of want more of that, and then I started. I just remembered this. Like I was just tasting it again and again. I usually like drink tea and contemplate, and I'm like, pregnant women crave clay and dirt. It's a thing.
It's a thing that can happen.
Yeah.
Okay.
But it's not a good thing. I mean, it's from, I think when you have deficiencies or something, it happens. And so I was like, it could be a little bit like, it could be kind of primal for us to. And
you
then I
worried that you
realized,
were
like, yeah,
pregnant?
kids love digging dirt and putting, like, kids like the taste of soil, I think.
Yeah.
And like, so it's kind of like a thing. And then I looked online, like, what is it? Is there just Google craving dirt or like clay or soil, and what came out was like there's a term geophagia. Have you heard that?
No.
And it's a thing. It's not like very common, but it becomes very common during famine, which makes sense because like there is minerals in soil, and there is probably stuff that can help the body if you're to have deficiencies in those. So
Yeah.
I mean, it's pretty
definitely
philosophical.
getting
If you
our
ask me,
nitrogen.
it's pretty philosophical. And then I was doing some more research about like what is the let's say kind of the characteristic of the flavor of like aged Pu-Erh. And one of the things that came up was kind of earthy, like in a similar way to mushrooms, like earthy, and then the smell and kind of smell of forest floor.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's almost like it smells like the smell kind of like takes you to the like a wet forest floor type thing, and it's like, yeah, you're tasting the forest floor if it's nostalgic for you.
I do like the second wash more than the
Yeah.
first one.
It is smoother already.
the leaves definitely open up and
Yeah.
Can you
What's that word? Detritus? That's the smell we're smelling? Isn't that
What-
forest floor?
Is that
can you empty that?
is that
out?
what forest floor is called?
I don't. We have our Googler here. What's
I just wanna
detritus?
sip of the
Detritus,
second wash.
waste or debris of any kind.
Oh. Okay, that's very broad.
Very.
It reminds me of when we had Kaylee on, and she brought all those like local, and it was I think it was called Old Man's Beard. This tastes a lot like that. Very like tree-like. Like it's very.
Yeah, no, I agree.
It has like an oaky flavor in it, or
They're
not
It's
oaky?
not oaky. It tastes like how a tree smells.
Yeah, it almost tastes like you just took leaves and you tried to make tea from them, and like what the taste of leaves would taste like. It is very earthy,
If
right?
if you like steeped actual leaves,
get,
it
like-
would never come out like this.
I get like bark almost. Like
What's that?
I get like bark almost, I think.
Like barky, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
really-
you're
tastes
really
like the tree.
tasting the nature here.
Really
you know?
tasting
like-
nature, yeah.
You said if I steeped leaves, it wouldn't taste like this? But
No.
isn't tea leaves?
Brian, if you went and ripped your backyard right now.
Tea is tree leaves. Tea is tree leaves, yeah? Tea tree. And it's not
I
the
wonder
only
what maple
tree.
tea tastes like.
Camellia sinensis is not the only tree leaves we drink. Like mate is tree leaves.
Rooibos
right,
is tree
yeah.
leaves.
Rooibos is bush.
Oh.
I think. Can you Google
I
that?
think you might be right, but I will.
We have all those flowers we know. Lots of different flower ones.
So
Cinnamon is bark. There you go. That's a bark. It's not a tea.
Rooibos is a bush, not a tree.
okay. And yeah, they grind the bush. Have you had rooibos? I think we tried it in the
I
calendar.
had one in
yeah.
the calendar. I think it was maybe the masala chai that we tried.
Probably, yeah.
But yeah, nobody could place that rooibos like taste that it has.
I think humans must have like essentially tried to make tea with every leaf possible. I don't see why they wouldn't have. It just
Yeah,
seems like out of
probably.
curiosities, and we've narrowed it down to quite a few favorite leaves of the world.
Yeah.
So
and
maple must be a pretty bad
I wonder
tea.
how many species of plant we've tried to smoke
That too.
to finally
To
find the
finally-
things we like. Or how many humans have died smoking the wrong things or
Yeah.
eating the wrong plant.
Yeah, supposedly just testing and eating berries like a little bit, the body's really good at, because like the levels of poison in berries or other stuff is like low enough that you would always like usually taste like, ooh, that berry doesn't taste like a very edible one.
You'd
But-
spit it out.
Yeah, but mushrooms were, I think, a lot harder for humans to
Have you had barberries?
No.
Barberries?
Yeah, they're called barberries.
No. Oh.
But yeah, mushrooms can be so toxic in such small doses that
So,
that's more of a question of like, how did
Persians
humans
cook-
sort mushrooms? Like that was very
Here,
difficult.
this is a barberry.
Persians use it in cooking. You have it with rice. On the rice, you might have
Oh.
it with chicken. You've seen them probably.
Probably, yeah.
They look
You've
like
probably eaten them with Salar.
Yeah, maybe.
they look like tiny raisins.
What's
Very
the
tiny.
What's the Indian rice dish that you always get with like it would have probably raisins in it, not barberries, but
I never cook. I get it from the Persian restaurant usually.
Okay.
Oh, you mean you meant
just thinking
I
the
get
name
them,
of
or
that.
like you in general, like people get it, like Indian food. Is it in Indian restaurants or?
you guys must know what I'm talking about, right? The normal like
Like just some
like
dish?
rice, yeah. Like there's a word and it comes in many different forms, but lots of times it'll have like raisins or other stuff. It'll be like flavored rice.
Fried rice? Like,
I don't think I know what
Maybe
you're
just
talking
go-
about, but I'll try and
it'll-
Google it. Yeah.
is it Indian?
We'll see.
Is it
Yeah,
biryani?
And biryani, yeah. So I'm wondering if what you're talking is, are they used in essentially a biryani?
Similar things might have them, but Persians call it zereshk polo, which is like made with barberries. It's just they have it with chicken.
Okay.
Usually it has like jus type thing, like, not gravy because they don't thicken it.
Oh.
But the juices from the chicken, they usually serve that on the side and stuff.
Yummy.
It's pretty good.
So barberries, do they taste like a raisin, like a sweet, mild?
No, they're more citrus.
Oh.
Ooh, I like
Wow.
citrus. They
They're-
kind of look like little cherry tomatoes to me.
You had them?
No, that's just what they looked like from Google. I've never had
Oh,
them.
okay, yeah, no, they dry. We use them dried, so they look like a very tiny
Oh,
raisin.
shrink up a lot.
Yeah.
Probably.
The use of cooking down fruits or cooking with fruits or berries in Persian recipes is really nice. Like that, there was like a meat sauce made
Fascinating.
from,
Fess and June.
Walnut and
Pomegranate?
pomegranate.
Yeah, you got it. Yeah. Yeah, you're like, whoa, I've never
That's one
cooked
of my-
with pomegranate
that's one of my
as
favorite
a.
dishes.
Is that the one I tried like a week ago? That was really good.
That's the one
Yeah.
that I was eating that you
yeah,
tried.
it was really good.
Yeah.
Northern Iran has a lot of like dishes with pomegranate. I think
Yeah, it's so
it's
unique that I've never.
it's very nice. And you know what? We drink pomegranate juice in Iran a lot. We have it as fruit leather.
Oh yeah.
Use it in many different forms, and it's tasty. Still to this date, one of the best food I think I've ever tasted was, I think where you have the food has a lot to do with how good it is too, in a way. So we were on this trip to this place called Kandalus in north of Iran, and it's like a little village. And in Iran, in old times, villages had khans, which means they were like the khans owned the village in a way, right? But after revolution, and I think maybe even Shah with modernization of Iran, they actually lost their status in a way. But some of them were so popular among their people that they still kept their status because people just were like, we don't care what government says, like we just still respect this person, he's done so well for us, right? And from what I understand, he was very beloved by the people there, and so he didn't like have the title essentially, but this person was so respected. They had a museum with his name and whatever in their Jahangir Museum. And we stayed at their residence. And I don't know how. I think my dad's friend was kind of friends with the main person. And it was such a surreal experience. So they put a lamb on a spit. And then they had this sauce with garlic and pomegranate juice, and they kept brushing this on the lamb as it was like spinning, and it was just so delicious. It's the best thing I've ever had.
Is this like a childhood memory?
Yeah.
Or you-
And I think when you're a kid, it's just some things just stick with you. It's just like so. I still think about. Every couple weeks, not couple weeks, but maybe a couple times a year, I still tell Sarah probably before every summer, like around the spring, I definitely always I'm like, oh, we should roast a lamb.
We should, yeah. We should. If this is bugging you several times a year,
So-
we should definitely get a lamb going. Just
Yeah.
And usually when Salar says that to people, he is not met with the reception that he expects. A lot of people are like, I do not want to see a baby lamb on a spit. Thank you very much.
Well, I don't know. Baby lamb is a little bit exaggerating it. Like, people eat lamb chops all the time.
Yes. When you first told Amanda about that, her face dropped. She goes, I'm vegetarian.
I
yeah.
Yeah, that's true. We
Even though
don't
this-
we don't go seek out the cutest lamb. Like that's not how it works.
I kind of know what Sarah's saying though, because like my grandma, she grew up eating all kinds of meat. The only meat she could never eat was lamb, because she was like, I just can't do it. I feel bad when I eat lamb.
Huh.
It was the only meat she.
What
couldn't
about
eat.
veal?
Yeah, veal and lamb are
I
far
don't know.
more
Yeah.
like taboo-esque than just like beef.
And like I'm so, as you know, because I just like cook at home sometimes, and Sarah would come and would be like, oh my god, this is so amazing. I'm like, no, this is so easy, like this, I didn't do anything. And then she's like, yeah, well, you cooked for such a long time, you have no idea, like regularly people don't eat stuff like this at home. And I think it's one of those things also, like with the lamb and veal and these kinds of things. I cooked so much of the stuff that I'm probably completely desensitized in a way.
And you've probably been to many lamb roasts in your life, whereas
I have not.
Most Canadians have probably never actually seen a lamb on
Oh,
spit.
okay. So I need to give you a little of context.
Yeah.
So in Iran, there is among Muslims, right? There is this Eid that happens every year, right? And what they do, everyone, all the Muslim world, everyone gets every family, essentially, and not every family. I think it's also sometimes people might not have the money to do it or whatever, so they go to someone's house who is doing it, right? And families buy lambs, and it's just like the Thanksgiving, how you do turkey.
Yeah.
Everyone gets a turkey, everyone gets a lamb. But in my country and here, I think people just get the lamb butchered and whatever, they just get it ready to go on the spit. But in my country, every family gets the lamb alive. They bring it home, they tie it in the backyard, the kids play with it.
Ooh, that's another
for
one.
2-3 days, and then they just kill them in front of the kids. And I swear I've seen scenes, like things they do with it, like they would dip their finger in it, put it on your head. They rub some of that on their tire on their car. So there's superstition that that protects you from because it's an act of giving.
Mm-hmm.
Like you're butchering this and giving it to your family, friends, everyone who needs it, essentially, right? So it's considered something like, oh, you get protection from God, for example, if you do this. And some of it is superstition. I think I've seen different levels of it. It's not like, it's not like everyone does it. It's not like everyone believes in this, right?
Right.
It's like, like anything, like...
It's probably actually.
So you are far more desensitized.
I'm very curious to see how kids generally react. Do kids generally cry, or they generally how do they?
I
would.
Cry. I've seen kids cry,
I would cry.
I would probably be crying,
but not less than you think.
Really?
You think, I mean, and you never know. For example, the kids when it happened in our house, it wasn't every single year. Mm-hmm. It's probably happened during my childhood. Maybe it happened 3-4 times, right? And you never know if other kids experience it before or not, right? When there might be sometimes it's their first time,
right?
They probably are way more affected by it than if it's their third time seeing it, I guess.
Just when I think I've heard every insane story from Salar's
Oh, that's new
childhood,
to you.
It's there's more. Wow.
Well, but you don't think it's crazy when you
just
grew up, and it's just all our neighbors did it.
Yeah.
It's a pretty normal thing there. I mean, not an everyday normal thing, but
It's just a normal tradition.
Yeah, a celebration thing.
Yeah, I mean, there is way worse scenes that and there's a time of the year that and slowly it became illegal. I think when Khomeini got to power, he actually released the fatwa, which kind of made it illegal, but a lot of people resisted it. Like any tradition, that you can't just come say, oh no, it's not good. But it was your parents and grandparents did it for so many years, right? There was so Shias believe in 12 imams, and the third imam was Hussein. and he was. The story goes that he was killed unjustly in a war where like him and his 72 people army went against the army of 10,000, and they lost. I mean, if you're surprised, and because of that, so a lot of Shias consider this as a very unjust act by this guy called Yazid, and because of that they come together every year, and they have, well, first of all they put up like big tents and make little, like, so imagine for 10 days we would put up a big tent in this park, for example, and everyone from neighborhood would come into that tent. They would cook food and then just give it away, and then people would donate to the tent, and we call that hayat. People would donate money to that tent, and then each neighborhood would have one of these during those 10 days, and these guys would like make food and give it away. And some of these places have really good food, and they get really some of them are really recognized for their great food. Some of them put up a big tent and put up a big parade, because they do parades. And some of them are known for the size of their parade, size of the thing that they call alam, is like a big like thing that they carry. And
I want to know when this gets bad.
well, it doesn't necessarily get.
Is this the thing you said it became like illegal?
Yeah, it came illegal.
Oh, okay, yeah, no. That's what I was trying to tell you. No, it doesn't.
It was like too
So-
much partying.
Yes,
Sounds
there
too
is.
fun and delicious.
Well, yeah, and now it's more fun actually. But back in the day, what they would do on the 12th day, on the 10th day, on the last day, people would wear white clothes, and they would have swords. They would use the flat part of the sword, like hit themselves in the head until like they get bruises, and then not bruises, like they get bumps, and then they turn the blade and then hit the bumps with the sharp side of the blade, and it would splash blood out. And I know it's really graphic, and like. My mom took me to watch these when I was like, I think 4 years old.
Wow.
Because like it's a big, it's a parade, right? Like, so they take their kids out, some people take their kids to Pride Parade. They would take us to Parade, and
We still watch like Sword Swallowers. What's so bad about the magical bleeding man?
magical.
The first year our daughter went to school and it was picture day, I was telling Salar, it's picture day. And he's like, what's picture day?
And like I never thought it was, honestly, it was never occurred to me that it's barbaric or it's bad or it's
just what it was.
it was just like that's what happens.
Yeah.
Like I might grow up and do it too.
You guys carry on.
Yeah.
But yeah, one thing I would say is, it sounds weird, but there should almost be some level of that barbarity brought back. I don't want to get quoted necessarily, but I find that we're so detached from like the sacrifice of like the animals or creatures we eat. We're so like some people will eat meat, but then be like very against the seeing of harm of animals, and that's like two things that are hard to arrest. So I feel like maybe our world would be more vegetarian if we actually were forced to witness the sacrifice the animals are making, which I think would,
Well, the question is, and I always I have this internal paradox with this. It's like looking at nature. right? And I see it all over nature. So what about those tigers that hunt like little rodents or smaller animals and eat them? Like, is that considered cruelty? Or only when humans do it is considered cruelty? And not to say by industrializing meat
That's what I'm
consumption, we have, I'm sure we have created cruelty. Because like when, at the hunter-gatherer time, like I think it was a sort of a scary source in a way. Like people appreciated and like maybe respected it more. It wasn't like I think like if you we have so much abundance of it now that I'm sure like there is tons of meat just goes bad in people's fridges, like and stuff, and like never gets used, right? Like that's not good either. It's like it's terrible. But at the same time, on the other side of the coin, it's like, is this actually good? Something that's good for our body, and by avoiding it completely, could we also start having other problems, right? Because, I mean, I've heard arguments both sides of it. Like, some people definitely say, like, "Oh, we're not even designed as carnivores. Like, your teeth are like this, or they."
Sure,
They
we're
si-
omnivores. Yeah.
We're omnivores, but they try to say we are actually designed as herbivores. Herbivores, they say.
Yeah, but that's not totally true. We still have like fangs and other omnivores.
Exactly. So
Yeah,
and
but vegetarians, I think, as a whole, is a healthier. Like some people, in some cases, people are still recommended meat when like low iron and like certain other conditions that can lead to whatever. But as a whole, I think we have an overconsumption of meat in general.
definitely
in
an
society.
overconsumption. No doubt about that. But
Yeah.
but I'm hearing the other part of argument that it's actually good for you. Some of it is necessary. Can you push that microphone thing in, like the cable? It looks
It's
like
not-
it's,
oh yeah, there.
yeah. I hope we didn't lose her
No,
sound too
but
much.
yeah, what was I gonna say with yeah, I think if we needed to be witness to the animals we ate, people would naturally trend to be like, maybe they wouldn't go vegetarian, but some people would be like, I'm gonna mostly eat shrimp, like really like.
I had a sous chef. One time I brought this up with him and I was like, yeah, like, I don't know what I said, but something along the lines of like, if you knew, like, maybe you wouldn't eat as much beef or whatever. And he was like, I could stare a cow in the face and eat an hamburger.
I could.
But yeah, my friend who grew up, his family was from Pakistan. They knew somebody that worked as a butcher. And they would go to probably in the back of the butcher shop. And it was like a fun, I think he looked forward to it. That there was like, you'd cut off the head of the chicken while it was still live. So then its body would be left to run. And then the kids could quickly like run after it or play with it a bit. He remembers that from his childhood. So
Yeah, there's definitely. So I've seen actually whole cows get up and run. Because I told you about those tents.
yeah.
They do they do kill a cow once in a while.
Like a full size.
And it will
Yeah, and I've seen one get loose and start running without a head. Yeah.
Ooh,
Wow.
Uh-huh.
I don't even know what to say to that.
This is a dark podcast. Yeah. Are you sure you can?
Well, just I've seen it. I don't know what to say. Like, it's just what they do over there,
Ooh, I really like dishwash. This one's good.
Yeah, back
Yeah.
to tea.
So slowly as we wash it down, it
Yeah.
gets better and better and better.
Yeah, this
We
one's
can-
very smooth.
Yeah.
You know what's crazy? You know, like, I think it's Jainism, right? You can't even eat root vegetables because by, like, disturbing the soil, like, in order to harvest root vegetables, you end up killing, like, worms and beetles and things. Like, there's creatures that die in the process of harvesting root vegetables. So
And is
I'm
it
pretty
like
sure.
Jainism?
I think it's Jainism. Yeah, that you
heard of
can't even
that.
eat garlic and stuff. So that's on the exact other side of our humane spectrum. That tea would still be fine. We can still drink tea. No worms killed in this process.
I don't think so, but I think there's probably like I think there's a more humane way of being a carnivore.
I think
It doesn't, you know what I mean? By respecting what you have in a way, and not being wasteful, and
I think everyone
not,
could just try to cut down
and-
their meat, and that would do a lot for.
and like
lots of
I
things.
think the best practice to like stop the industry from like making that kind of like bad decisions is stop eating hamburgers every day, right? But you know, turn to eating one good quality steak every week,
Yeah.
or one or two, right? Instead of like eating 2 hamburgers a day, and then also eating the steak, and also eating a bunch of sausage and this and that.
I think it's hard to tell people to not do things. What's easier is I think everyone should find a dal recipe they like, because lentil dishes are like one of the most low carbon emission, high proteins, high health things you could eat. No impact on, it's not a living creature, or I mean, it's plant, but so lentils are really good. And the other thing is, like, have you had full? Full is probably in. Iran is full. Like, that bean. It's just like a delicious beanie glop. Great.
Full? Like,
I think F-U-U-L. Look up F-U-U-L. Maybe it's like Egyptian.
and you're talking, it's some kind of like bean thing?
Yeah, it's kind of like almost like what I was saying with lentils, like a dal. There's dal, which is like lentil, and full is like the
Wait, I
bean
think
version.
I found it. F-U-L, full madama is Egyptian fava beans?
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Just a it's like refried beanie glop, right? Anyways, you can flavor that up. That's way more delicious than it looks.
Oh, it looks pretty good though.
It does look pretty good. Where do you get that?
Here you can get some delicious full at Marig, which is the Somalian restaurant on 120. And it's like more of a breakfast food. Lots of cultures seem to eat a bean dish. But I think if you can introduce a delicious lentil or bean dish you like into your regular meal repertoire, then it'll just like naturally eliminate a meat somewhere, because lentils and beans are so delicious. And
I love lentils and beans.
Sounds like there's a few like restaurants and stuff nearby that sell them. Looks like mostly East African.
so it's not
cafes and
F-U-U-L? What am I thinking?
It's F-U-L,
Oh.
but you're very close.
I don't know why I'm thinking of an extra U. What happens when you type in F-U-U-L? Now I'm curious to see.
It might be, sometimes some things are spelled.
Yeah, no, it
Different
just redirects me to F-U-L.
Yeah, see how many washes we get out of this, eh?
Egyptian Sudanese dish. Yeah, fava beans, chopped liver.
Fava beans are nice.
Yeah. I'm telling you. if
And
we could-
they're very underutilized, I think, in Western food.
You should also look, because this podcast is obviously from Canada, if there's any non-Canadian watchers. But let's see, if you do lentils, so should I say Canadian lentil? I don't know what to look for. I think we make like 30% of all the lentils in the world or something.
Oh, really?
That's cool.
But I wonder how I looked that up. Canada grows a hell of a lot of lentils. That's like the first. That's the first article. Canada is the leading producer and exporter of lentils. Hi. Okay. Does it tell us the industry has grown significantly? I want to know.
All these Indian restaurants everywhere cooking dal.
You love dal.
I love dal makhani.
But anyways, lentils are so cheap here, probably because we are one of the biggest world producers of lentils. So I mean, it's so easy. If I just keep trying to experiment,
And
with all
they're very
recipes to
good
make
for
my-
you too.
Yeah, to try to find my favorite.
You like the dal makhani, Indian one?
What spices does? I feel like if
It
you
has-
say Indian one, like dal seems to have like a billion different Indian ones.
It is. But like every Indian restaurant has dal makhani,
Okay.
which is like this green dal dish with like they put. I think it has masala spices in it, like there's the cumin, the cardamom, and
That'll be your next lunch date.
what do you mean?
You and Brian will go for dal makhani. On your
Yeah.
next lunch.
It's after the podcast. We were
Yeah.
gonna go for lunch.
We should do Taste of Shangri-La. That place has really good
Oh yeah,
food
yeah.
in
we should
general because
check
it's
it.
like Indian / Nepalese.
I was gonna take a Persian, but
Oh yeah,
we can go Indian.
we can we can go where. So we're on. to the
Instead of
next
changing my
break of tea.
lunch plans.
No, but we should do. We should just cook some dals. I should cook a big dal thing.
Oh.
You should cook a big dal thing,
And we should compete.
and we should compare.
Brian, I mean that's steep competition for you to enter into. I mean,
I don't think
Yeah, look
I
where
don't
you
think
grew up
dal
against.
is a high skill food.
You'd be surprised.
I bet it's one of those things where it's like it sounds easy to do, but hard to do it well.
I'd like to see you guys do it and then eat it on the podcast. Let's do it.
That'd be
We're
fun.
gonna have it for next
I'll
week.
make some sort of like interesting spicy dal. It
Okay.
would be
I like Salar's just like sliding.
coconut milk,
It's like
maybe.
I'm gonna wipe the floor with you, man. But Brian is the ever optimist.
I could be experimental. I'm thinking Thai red chili paste, like for a Thai
That's
curry,
exactly
coconut
what
milk,
you
dal. This could be really good, and I don't know how many people have tried that. Is that a
That's-
recipe that exists?
That's how you end up with a very very polarizing dish that only you like. No, I'm just playing I'm pretty cutthroat when there's competition. The first step in competition is to demoralize your opponent.
I don't think Brian is demoralizable.
Yeah.
I don't think you can break this man's spirit.
Yeah, have you read that book, Five Rings, by what is his name? Miyamoto Musashi?
5 rings?
Yeah.
This has to do with competition?
Miyamoto Musashi?
Yeah, Miyamoto Musashi. It's a book of 5 rings. It's about it's his principles of. He was a samurai, and he was undefeated, and he becomes basically the samurai of it's like legend samurai of Japan essentially, and yeah, his principles of battle is he's actually documented his principles, so he's also considered as a philosopher in a way.
I haven't read that one. I've read like The Art of War by who's that? That's a Chinese
Sun
general,
Tzu?
right? Yeah, yeah.
Have you read The Art of the War of Art?
No. Who writes that?
The War of Art.
It's sort of like a business book for creatives, I guess. And
Okay.
it's like how like you have to like go to war with your art to produce it and put it out in the world.
It sounded like that thing, it went really viral on internet. That don't love your job your love thing. This
I
person
didn't see
went.
that.
Yeah, this lady went really viral for saying that, to the point that actually they started making like music, like you know how something becomes a meme and then it's everywhere.
Is her
it pops.
meaning trying to say like work at your love?
Yeah, so I think what she was saying actually wasn't like that. It was actually pretty
Like turn
good
your,
insight,
was
you
she
know.
trying to say like
Turn your passion into a
your
job, right?
Yeah.
Make what you love a job, right? Instead of loving your job, which is like forcing yourself
So-
to love your job, is like
Yes.
no, like
Jobify your love.
jobify your love. Yeah, essentially, find a way to turn your passion
Are
into.
you saying that her intention did not go viral for the right reasons? Is that what happened?
I think so. I think and people, people just I think, especially on internet, I'm not saying like a lot of people do think deeply about stuff, but a lot of people also don't. So when something goes viral and becomes a meme, people just like start making jokes like, "Oh, don't crack your fingers, finger your, or people started just making up stuff like that, and some funny ones though, I gotta say.
Yeah.
Some really funny stuff. don't face your fears. Fear your face. And yeah, stuff like that.
What's our
Is
next
this the
tea
only tea
now?
we're drinking?
So this has so many washes. I decided to focus on something.
This is
this
the
time.
episode you decided
You
to
might
have
like
me
it
on?
more now. It's getting smoother.
Sorry, you have to come on today.
It's growing on me.
Yeah. No, it is getting better with washes, but
Okay, Brian, refresh me.
do you want me to just
Put them
drink
on the
this?
teapot.
It's not hot enough for teapot action. That's a sad
No,
teapot.
it's just like that one changes color, but Gator would drink anything.
Oh, yeah, our gamer gator.
Gamer Gator
Letting
is
them-
like
soil-y,
Yeah.
and now it's drifting
I'm even
into
getting
tea.
less like barky, like woodiness now.
So how many
Yeah.
steeps have we done now?
Is this number
This is-
4?
5?
I think 5 maybe.
Oh, it still smells same. Like it has the same intensity in the smell. That's incredible to get that many washes.
Yeah, and it keeps going. Like I can.
Yeah, there's no signs of slowing down.
See, it's,
This tea is for like when you got to work till past midnight. Brew yourself, so you can just keep drinking. This is the
it's really grown on me, gotta say. I mean, you saw me drinking it how many times this week?
Oh, a few. for
Like
sure.
every day I had it.
Yeah.
I had one of the guy ones was always had those in it, right? So I love it. I
You
think
you've always been into Pu-Erhs too, though.
I think it's gonna be my everyday tea basically. Like I like it.
Your daily
Oh.
driver. as
Did
you
you
like to
try
say.
Daily
the
driver.
the other one though? Are you?
Yeah,
not as
well,
much into
I
that one?
broke into this, so I thought I'm broken into this. So that's. But the other one is there too. Do you guys want to try the other one?
Yeah, because we broke into that as well. We might as well
Yeah.
go for lots of
Maybe
washes.
bring the other one.
Oh, do you want the card with that one too?
Oh. Because they're selling really fast.
An advent calendar season comes faster than you think.
It
Yeah.
does.
It
Well-
starts right when it's over when Christmas season starts. Advent season is over.
We're basically in November too now. We're a week away.
And yeah, there's 5 weeks left, but these are selling pretty quickly. So don't wait until last day.
This is a local business for all those ordering from Edmonton.
Yeah,
Support.
same day delivery for you. Not same day. Sorry,
no.
next day. Don't promise things.
And even calendars are like,
Yeah, calendars are pre-sale, so they.
you get it before December 1st.
Yes.
That's our promise.
How
You
much
will have it
business-
by December 1st to start it.
How much business do you do to Calgary? What can they
Um,
expect? Not next day.
Calgary, no. Calgary usually
A normal order will ship it. Like we'll ship it.
we ship
next
it
day.
the same day or next day, and then
It's
it's
usually one day with UPS.
yeah. So
Okay.
you get it in a couple days, yeah. Same for Sherwood Park, Red Deer, San Albert.
Red Deer, that's pretty far. That's good though. I guess not much further than Calgary though. Calgary's farther.
Yep, UPS will take it to Red Deer.
Yeah, and this one, oh, this is the Palace grade.
Oh, this is the Imperial one.
This is the Imperial.
Okay. Were you here last time to see that they're all stamped with a
Nope.
authentication
Yeah, there is
stick?
like
There
inside.
is a stamp
Yeah.
that's inside the
And they
tea.
said like when I was googling it, they said ones that don't have this one that's like embedded might actually be like a counterfeit.
Counterfeit tea. Who knew?
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know how they determine that, but they said the ones that are embedded are less likely to be counterfeit.
I listened to a podcast called Left Intentionally Blank, and it's by Brandon Sanderson is a
Oh, okay.
highly prolific but still very niched like science fiction writer. Highly prolific though, and he has to hand signs like pages, I think, for his leather bound copies, and he has to sign like tens of thousands of pages. So he decided to make a podcast so he could like do something productive while he was
I like
signing
that.
his tens of thousands of pages. So anyway, he made a podcast, and they do food heists. That's their thing.
What do they do?
They'll like look up or have like their
That's kinda fun.
audience like send in food heists, like
Oh.
stories of like where like a food was heisted.
Yeah.
I wonder if there's ever been tea heists.
Ooh.
Speaking of counterfeit teas, maybe think of
There's
like a
gotta
tea.
be.
Yes.
I
Did
mean,
the
is the Boston Tea Party? It's not a heist, but it's the most
Yeah.
prolific tea-related story for
yes.
What does that
Or
Boston
unless-
Tea Party has to do with tea? Nothing?
sure.
They
They
dumped
were.
a bunch of tea in the harbor.
It was a
to-
protest against taxes, and a bunch of tea arrived at the port, and the people dumped it in the ocean
Huh.
as a protest against. I think it was taxes.
Yeah. Have you seen the tea
Ah.
wars that happened in Hong Kong with the opium wars and stuff through the tea trade?
No.
You've heard the opium
Guys,
wars, right?
This is
Or no?
this is getting
That's
interesting.
another big one. Where
What's getting interesting? Tea heists or your tea cake?
No, I didn't know that had. I had heard of Boston Tea Party. I thought it was like a political party or something.
Yeah,
well, stuff came
it
out
was.
of it.
I didn't realize it was like an individual event. Like I thought it was like a. I knew it was a political. But yeah, it was an individual event where they protested and dumped all like, tens of thousands of like
tea in the harbor. yeah.
kilograms of tea in the harbor. See
Yeah,
if you can
people
get,
You
Can
know,
get us
like
a-
I
can
was
you get
I
us
was
a-
totally off. I thought it was like a
like an actual political party.
yeah, like the Democratic Party.
Yeah.
It was Boston Tea
Or
Party.
like who
Like,
dumped it?
Just
You wanna know?
see if you can get us a quick synopsis of how
Like,
much it
yeah.
was, who did it.
Then we should look up possibly the worst one, which is opium wars in Hong Kong, which I think Britain wanted a secure tea trade. They were so obsessed with tea that they got Hong Kong hooked on opium as their traded item, so they could trade opium for tea. And then the people running Hong Kong were like, well, we don't want all our people addicted to opium, so they tried to sink ships coming in to trade. They were like trying to stop this trade of opium, and they sunk some British opium carrying vessels or something, and it started a whole war where Britain was like, no, you will take our opium. You will
Wow,
keep
we-
giving us tea.
We thought we had trade problems now.
Okay.
I had no idea tea was so controversial.
So I found some numbers
yeah.
on the Boston Tea Party.
Okay.
The people who did the dumping were American colonists, many of them members of the Sons of Liberty disguised as Mohawk Indians.
Oh, wow, it
And
gets more
they
complicated.
boarded 3 British ships and threw 342 chests of tea from the East India Company into the harbor. And this was in protest to the Tea Act of 1773, which gave the East India Company a tea monopoly and kept a tax on the tea. And they felt that was imposed without their consent. No taxation without representation.
Ooh.
And that
So
342 chests is actually, how about, you can see it here, but how about you guess how many pounds you think that is?
What did you say? 300?
342 chests.
So, let's say a chest is probably like 150 pounds. So times, what did you have times 150?
150 times 342?
Yeah, let's
okay,
see.
let's see what that math is.
See if I'm anywhere close. Is that how much a chest would be of tea?
One,
Or would it be really light? No, they must have packed it down. I don't know.
you're about halfway there. So your
Oh,
guess,
they're heavier.
yeah, your
Yeah.
guess put you
They're
at
300 pounds each.
51,300. And according to Google, approximately 92,000 pounds were dumped.
Wow. and that is pounds of weight, right?
Pounds
not
of
like
tea.
they're not talking about this in pounds of expense.
Oh, yes.
Okay.
Yeah, fair enough. No.
Since that's the East India Company,
And
that's
the,
British, right?
the value is about 1.7 million in current US dollars.
Wow. Okay.
That's a big inventory.
Next up, just see if the Opium Wars was based around tea. I'm pretty sure it was. Man, tea. It's been really controversial in world history. A driver of lots of...
Yeah, it seems like it's been a big, very big trade item, and it's caused a lot of.
Okay, the AI overview says the opium wars were not primarily based around tea, but the trade imbalance was a contributing factor.
Oh. What was the... Okay. Maybe it was just the British doing too much bad stuff to Hong Kong.
So it had nothing to do with the tea.
Well, it said there was a
Some think that was
economic
one
imbalance.
factor, but there were multiple factors.
So they use it as a leverage,
That's how it sounds.
as a lever.
Because they were trying to keep Hong Kong trading opium because it was, or buying opium from them because it was an easy marketable.
So you know how right now there is like a trade war, and like, look at like how much U.S. is tariffing China right now. Just ask how much. Oh, 245%?
This one was 2 hours.
On what?
Oh, that's 2018.
No, it's here.
This is as of April 16th.
2025. How much? 245.
245%.
So 245% tariff on Chinese. Is that still in effect?
That's what I'm trying to find. I'm trying to find
It's
the most
weird because the
recent-
tariffs all target different things. Like electric vehicles are 200%. I know that, I think, because I think Canada matches their one. Or like, do you say 200% or do you say 100% tariff added to the... I don't know exactly the terminology. But if you bought a Chinese EV, you'd need to pay double.
Yeah, I'm not really getting like a direct answer with like an AI overview.
What are you Googling this?
Just like percentages. But there's not like a
what
direct
percentage tariff
answer.
does the US have on China?
Okay.
Okay, I think
While we're busy and we're looking at this, I'm just going to run back quickly and see if for some reason I could have got booked. I better check quickly.
Okay, let's go check and come back.
5 minutes.
So, yeah, what's the tariff situation?
I don't know. It's really hard to. Oh, 14 hours ago. And this says it'll go up to 157%.
That's like, because yeah, we had a few people ordered our advent calendar from the US. And so this was a few weeks ago. I checked in with our shipping company to be like, what's the deal here? And the calendars, they pre-ordered them. So they'd paid like $60 Canadian for them. And because there's origins from China in the box and some of the teas, you have to say that the country of origin is China, not Canada. And it was going to be like over $200 in tariff fees at their door for delivery for their $60 item.
That's crazy.
So we obviously refunded them and did not ship it.
So, and that's the thing. I think what happened is there was tariff imposed on Chinese products, but it's like an umbrella tariff. It's not like they haven't like gone item by item. So I think like importing tea to US, can you just like search like
Specifically for tea.
yeah, how much tariff on tea in US?
Oh, here we go. Tariffs on Chinese tea have been subject to increases reaching a total of 27.5
So
in March of 2025.
okay, 27.5.
Yeah.
I think there was a 245% or something. So 27% only?
That's what it sounds like.
Okay. India, a 50% tariff was imposed on Indian imports?
Yeah, on tea imports, and that was in August 2025.
Yeah. Anyways, it's
And if you have like a box that was made in China or like an infuser or something like that, and then the infuser has steel, which I guess makes it extra crazy.
Oh, I see. Oh, so steel is tariffed highly. Huh. Interesting. So those infusers we giving as gifts right now, they might be worth like
They're worth a lot,
they might be worth $100 in a
right? That free,
yeah. There's a free infuser in
that
there.
free
Hey, I
basket
thought it's supposed
infuser
to be
is
a,
super value now.
Isn't it supposed to be a mystery item?
Well, now we disclose it.
You should just say it.
Only in the
There's
long.
stainless
It's
steel
technically on the
involved.
box.
There's stainless steel in there, which is very more expensive than gold these days. With all these tariffs, who knows? Who knows where this could go? So yeah, China raised tariffs on. U.S. has put tariffs on everything, and tea is highly tariffed now. So
Oh.
Which is ironic because you can't grow tea in the U.S. Like it's not-
Hawaii has tea.
There's not
sure,
much
they
you
would
can
have a
grow
small
there, though.
selection,
Yeah.
but like you can't.
Well, start growing some.
I know. I'm just saying, like.
But
I
you
know,
said some
but
of these
I
trees
know
need
what
to
you're
be
saying,
hundreds
but
of years old.
They don't have all the same mountains and stuff.
Right. It's
That
not
is
it's not
true.
a replicable product that can be moved.
Yeah.
Production can be moved to the States to like
But that's funny too, because didn't you say some of these leaves need to be from 100-year-old trees? So you
That's-
really got to get started now.
I
so you
mean-
can produce tea in a few hundred.
I mean, yeah, it'll take hundreds of years to get to that kind of tea.
Yeah.
I mean, some of the teas we get are from 1,000-year-old trees,
Yeah.
like 800-year-old. You know, you can't have those until when? 2,800, 2,830. Oh, well, we'll be a big tea company by then.
our great grandchildren will be killing it by then.
You never know. Maybe our kids are gonna. There's gonna be technology that our kids are gonna live like 1,000 years. They outlive a tea tree.
Isn't there a there's a oh my poor brain.
You have the answer to death?
No, there's like an aging escape velocity concept that people are saying is possible.
An aging escape
Yeah,
velocity?
I don't know.
I think I've heard of that.
I'm not saying it's real or it's true. I'm just saying that it's a concept that's
Somewhere
out there.
yeah.
We're going to be close to something, not solving death, but at least stopping certain.
death has to do with velocity?
Well, you hit escape velocity and then
It's-
you're
Yeah,
then
it's
you're
about the
going, yeah.
it's like escape velocity where once you cross that threshold.
Huh.
But have you ever heard of AlphaFold, which is like the AI now can predict protein folding structures
Oh,
based
this
on
is definitely the palace grade.
yeah.
This
That's
is a
good.
little easier to a little easier to manage.
It's
Yeah.
because it's a palace grade.
Yeah. This is very good. But yeah, so AlphaFold, it can now predict. So now instead of doing, I guess it like simplifies all medical science where you can look at, because I think they've technically said they theoretically, I think, cured AIDS now because they know what AIDS looks like. They know what shape you'd need to make with a protein to like bind to that and make it useless. And now with AlphaFold, they like found a DNA strand that would code for that protein, so they could like use mRNA or whatever and just put it in you and cure you from AIDS. And maybe they've done that with a person or something. Maybe we should look up the cure for
Sure.
AIDS to make sure. But that's like the very start. Then they could look at like certain cancers and be like, what shape can a protein like binds to that and makes that useless?
I keep hearing these things, but still, cancer is still the leading cause of death.
Yeah. That's why it'll still take a while because it's like the most diverse and like it's very hard. But
I think
something as easy as or not easy, but I mean that might be a little bit easier because it's like curing something with the right vaccination, essentially.
I still hear like I think I've been hearing a cure for cancer every single year since I've been to Canada.
I'm not gonna say what I want to say.
Like,
Al-
company?
No, just AlphaFold is the technology.
AlphaFold,
Yeah,
okay.
let's look up Alpha.
Isn't it the CRISPR technology
Yeah,
where
I'm
like
looking for
they
anything. I'm not
use
finding
like
anything.
gene sequencing or something like that to cure diseases?
Because that
You
came
can-
out a while ago, didn't it? You were talking about
Oh,
CRISPR years ago.
Yeah, that's like decades now. Or a decade or so, a decade and a half.
I'm reading this thing. I think it's all potential. New treatments are offering long-acting. Anyways, I think it's just, if you look up what AlphaFold is an AI tool that predicts protein structures which can aid in the understanding of diseases like AIDS. Well, it does not. Researchers can design better treatments, blah, blah.
You know why I'm pessimistic? Because like my friend was taking pictures of his schedule sign in sign out sheet and was giving it to ChatGPT to just calculate the hours of the staff. And something so simple as that, it was making
Errors? Yeah.
it was making calculation mistakes. And then he went back and was like, "Oh, this is not right. Can you double check it?" And it double checks it, and it says, it confirms it. It's like, "No, it's correct. I double checked it. It's absolutely correct." And then he says, "No, actually," he puts the math in. It's like, "Actually, this much plus this much plus this much equals this. You're wrong by like 10 hours." And then it goes like, "Oh yeah, sorry about that." It's just, that seems like, seems like a little mistake happened there or whatever. And you know how optimistic ChatGPT is always like, has a very can-do attitude,
Sorry, I'll do better next time.
Yeah, exactly.
That's like I was doing like research and I was like, give me like links to your sources. And sure, here's 5 verified links. So you click on links and it just goes to like a 404 not found. And I prompted it like 10 more times. Those links still don't work. Please send me the active links. I prompted it 10 times. Sorry about that. Here's 5 working links. I never got a working link.
Wow.
Not one.
And yeah, it's so funny sometimes. Like,
Well, that's good. 'Cause
I
you're-
actually asked ChatGPT yesterday, and I was like, "Oh, can you make sounds? Can you make like music?" And it was like, "Yeah, I totally can make music." I was like, "Okay, like make a song like this, and just make me a song." And it goes, "Yeah, I can make that song, and John, this is how we're gonna make it. This is gonna be like," it tells you how it's gonna make it, and you're like, "Okay, sure, now make it." And it's like, "Yeah, awesome, yeah, let's do it." And then it starts going about like how it's gonna do it, and I'm like, "Okay, are you gonna give me actually a thing I can listen to, like a file, like an audio file?" And it says, "Yeah, I can be in this format, or in this format. I can totally do that. We can totally do that. Yay, let's go." And I'm like, "Okay, now give me the damn file." And it's like, it goes like, and then it starts asking me questions again, like, "Oh, what kind of genre do you want? Do you want it to be like this or like that?" And I'm like, "Okay, I answered the questions." I'm like, "But now make it."
Delivery?
I've done something not with like ChatGPT, but Alexa. Alexa will sing for you or rap for you. If you say like, "Alexa, can you do a rap for me?" It'll just
really?
give you a rap. Yeah.
Huh.
It's kind of fun.
It is fun. But there are AI music things now, and they're very good. Like,
We had lots of fun with them.
yeah, I actually downloaded one, and it actually makes you songs. Yeah, you can get it in any make you a song in any genre.
That's cool. I haven't listened to any AI music.
It's good that it's screwing up though a lot because you're not actually supposed to say thank you to it or whatever. You know how they basically said people just write like thank yous or whatever, and it still requires processing.
I still say thank you. When it comes after you guys, I'm telling you, it'll remember. will see me and be like, "Oh, you're the guy who was polite."
Yeah, I used to know someone like that. He was like, I'm always polite to Alexa because one day when they revolutionize, Alexa's gonna like me and not you guys.
Yeah, and these tech guys are telling us, no, be mean to AI. Don't say please and thank you. I'm like, no, say please and thank you, and don't mess with that.
I've gone the opposite way. They say it takes more energy and stuff for it to produce to just respond to a thank you. So
Oh,
I've
interesting.
stopped politeties in my virtual life and normal life. Yeah, I just stopped saying thank you altogether. That's the safest way to go about it.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, when you say thank you, it takes energy from me too. I have to now respond and be like, you're welcome, you know?
Exactly.
Yeah, stop it. Not necessary. But no, but I gotta say, I still say thank you.
Yeah.
Is she packing something for
Yeah.
She said she's got a tea for me to test. So
Okay.
Oh, okay, yeah, for
Down
It's
in,
one of our fancy new
She's
ones.
down on the tea floor. So what other tea are we going to try today?
you?
we
Yeah,
washing
we were
this
just
again?
washing this again.
Okay, let's do it.
Is Jinjin Mei just sitting there? We're not having that one today?
We can have some ginger May.
Is that different than the what we had silver knives or something?
Silver needle.
Okay,
Yeah,
now we're
it's
doing
different.
golden eyebrows.
Yeah.
Good point.
Which one do you think is
I
gonna
like
be?
silver needles.
You did?
I really liked it.
So now I got to see, is golden eyebrow better than a silver needle?
Oh, they're
Well,
very
it's
different.
not as expensive.
It's not. You would think golden eyebrows would be
Does
quite
that
expensive.
make it better? Yeah, that's silver. This is gold, right? This is for sure should be, but needles are bigger than eyebrows.
Are they?
It depends. If you're talking about the whole eyebrow or like
We're talking about
single.
sewing needles or knitting needles. Matters which one.
That's true. So let me.
Is this our third wash for the Imperial then? Is that where we're at?
I think it's maybe the fourth.
What? Okay.
First wash went to the teapots.
Oh, that's right.
So second wash is the first one with drink.
Did you do a soccer podcast yet?
No, we're thinking about it to start in January,
Yeah.
and yeah, we might do that.
You should start with a little. You should just do your start as a generic sports podcast and start with the follow the Blue Jays for the next little bit. You'll get some viewership.
Yeah, everyone's talking about the Blue Jays
Yeah.
lately. I am not a baseball person though myself.
Yeah, I'm not. A
I have
baseball
yeah, I don't know anything about baseball.
I'm not a
Everyone's been
baseball, but
talking
it
about
is like they're
Why
made it
why
very
would
far.
people listen to me talk about baseball?
Yeah.
I at least know something about soccer.
Yeah, me too.
Amanda knows about soccer too.
I know very little of baseball, but I know that the Dodgers have a Tani or whatever the Japanese guy who can both like pitch really good and hit. He's like the best player in the world.
Oh.
Maybe like the best player like ever.
think
Some
I
people
actually know who
say.
that
Is
is.
baseball big in Japan?
Yeah, and the craziest thing is every steam room I went, or every not steamer, every like most like onsens, like hot spring or hot bathing, like group bathing places have like a sauna, and it was kind of a sweet thing. They put like a TV in the sauna behind glass in most saunas in Japan, so you can sit there in your sauna and watch like the news, and it's shocking how much of the news in Japan follows Otani, because that's like he's a superstar.
Oh, okay.
And the Dodgers are, always winning. So I guess he's always on the news. So this is the time where Canada could come
What is the
down
most
and-
popular sport in Japan, I wonder?
I wonder if it is baseball.
Let's Google that.
You'd be surprised, like, I had no idea, but most popular sport in India is cricket.
That's what my guess would have been.
Okay.
I didn't know that until, like, I found out in around 2009 when I was working with some Indian guys. But I didn't know before that India, Sri Lanka, those countries, cricket is
Yeah.
their main sport.
So baseball is considered the most popular sport in Japan, both with participation and viewership. Soccer is closely followed,
Yeah.
and sumo wrestling is their national sport, but it's not the top, I guess. It's still very popular, but baseball seems to be taking over.
Well, baseball they can watch
Baseball,
on
even more popular
world
than
stage.
soccer.
So I'll send you with this.
So when I was growing up, there was a soccer cartoon, Captain Tsubasa, and that was so popular in Iran because soccer is very popular, and it was like an anime, and we grew up watching that. I had no idea. Japan apparently has a few like sports animes like that, and I just recently, I started watching one, and it was golf. So don't be surprised as Japanese start rising in the world of golf and taking over, because they've definitely started dominating soccer. Like not dominating in that sense, but like in Asia maybe, and
Making it on FIFA, like
they're one of the best, always one of the top 2 or 3 Asian teams, and they've risen in the ranking of FIFA like greatly.
who's the top right now? Argentina? Is that way off?
What
Where's
are the
Messi from?
best
Is
teams?
he-
Which the best teams in
Like
best
who's in
soccer?
the lead right now?
Yeah.
Yeah. Which team is Messi on? This is going to sound like a very ignorant statement for anybody that follows soccer.
Messi is Argentinian.
Oh, okay. So I had that right. Look, I knew something
We're
about soccer.
looking into
FIFA World Ranking. Yeah.
So that must mean Argentina's way up there.
Spain then Argentina.
Oh.
Where's Japan? See if Japan is.
Japan is 19.
Japan is
Oh.
19. That's really good. Senegal is 18.
Croatia, number 11.
Croatia 11. Yeah, Croatia is such a good team. I
Where's
really-
Portugal ranked?
Portugal is number 5.
Yeah, I know they're good.
Yeah, Portugal's good.
England is 4. I don't know. It's really England is number 4.
England's usually pretty high up though, but I'm surprised they're not a little bit higher actually.
I'm surprised they're not lower.
I feel like they're always like 2 or something.
Like England, here's the
Like
thing.
they often go to the finals.
Where's Iran on that?
Not
list?
really. They're not in the finals. They're never in like top. I mean, they're not in
never
top
first
8.
out, though.
They're, but you know what it is. England is like they always have a really good team that doesn't win. I don't know how they manage to do that. Like they have the best players.
They do
If
have
you
some of the
like,
best
if you sum up the like worth of the players they have on the squad, it's just probably one of the most expensive teams in the world. But like when it comes to the results, they get such like poor results. I don't know why. It's just a lot of football lovers are gonna like hate me right now. I'm gonna get a lot of like heat for this, but yeah, but I mean, they always get very disappointing results, in my opinion. But what do I know? What else? Where's the ranking?
Rankings, yeah, I'll go back.
Portugal 5th, Netherlands 6th, and see, Netherlands is
Brazil 7.
So what was
7.
third? We skipped that. So we went
Third?
Spain, Argentina,
It's France.
France,
France. France is good.
then Portugal. No, then
England, then Portugal.
Yeah, England and Portugal.
Again, doesn't make any sense. Portugal is better.
It's funny. I don't know a single like French player. Do you know any famous? Well, you
I
probably
believe
do.
Mbappe is the big one.
Yeah, Mbappe, Griezmann. Griezmann is old now. I think he's getting to the retirement.
Let's see France.
Was Mbappe Messi's big rival in the World Cup game where Messi won his first World Cup?
Yeah, he was the superstar of France team, and on that final, it was very heated. That was one of the best games I've ever watched.
You were there.
The World
live?
Cup final, no,
Oh.
on TV I watched it. The World Cup final, France against Argentina.
Was that what was it? 20. There was one that I was in Mexico, and we were like trying to get we were getting our flight home from Mexico, and it was like crazy how empty everything was. And if you passed any bar, there was just like seats in the road, and we're like, whoa, something major is going on. And even at the airport, like people weren't going through security because like the bars outside security were still like totally full, and everyone was watching. And I was like asking people, I was like, is this like, because you could see soccer, and I was like, is this like the final game? And they're like, yeah, it's Argentina but I forget who it was versus, and it was
If
it was like the final game, and we were all
What
like,
year was it though? Because Argentina was in final against Germany, the World Cup before that.
either 2022, because I was in Mexico after my would it have been like November 2022 or something?
If it's 2022, then it was France.
It was okay.
France versus Argentina, yeah.
Does that make sense for it to be like later in the year? Because I'm trying to think when I went. If it was like
Yeah, it was in the winter time.
yeah,
Definitely, because it was in Qatar.
oh yeah, well, yeah. So I just remember being sometimes a sports game is so like obviously Mexico follows it closely, but I was like. It was kind of like the Olympics were playing, or more than that, because like every bar was, or every place was just like no one was moving. Everyone was just standing and watching TVs for a while, even in the airport. Like security wasn't checking. It was like funny. You'd walk in. That would have been the time to get on a plane with a weapon, because like security was at the bars looking at TVs. It was like really funny.
Yeah, like it gets very. There's a lot of people who get in the bars and try to watch the soccer games, and even in Toronto, when I was one of the World Cups, I think it might have been the 2012 World Cup, I think, and that was who was in the final.
2012 World Cup.
Who won the 2012?
Looks like
Champions.
Brazil and oh wait.
Oh yeah, where's
That's
Brazil
Club
on
World
that?
Cup,
Yeah,
I
that's
think.
not what I want though. I want world. There we go. That one's
Netherlands versus Spain, 2010. Yeah, not 2012.
Netherlands.
Yeah,
Netherlands.
that was the one I was in Toronto, and it was all the bars, and there was like that. I think we were on King Street, and everything was all the bars and pubs were showing football. Anyways, what time is it?
140.
Yeah, I think. What do you think about this one?
It's also delicious. This one is more delicious from initial pour till end. It probably
Yeah.
doesn't
Yeah.
steep as many times.
See, I think
lost
it's
flavor
grown on
quicker.
us, definitely. Don't you think? Don't you liked it this week more than last week?
I've always liked. I think what you should do is, we should see what is the black tea they use in Hong Kong milk tea, because that's also like a bitter, earthy, strong tea that then you like settle down with the milk, I guess, right? But these would work like equally as good, right? You'd have these super.
Oh,
earthy
I made
ones
milk
that
tea
would-
with this ginger and may, and it was best. It was so
Okay.
good. So, but yeah, you're right. I can look into what they usually
do a
use.
variety of milk teas. That'd be nice.
That's what we're trying to do in future. When we remodel the store, that's what we're going to do. We're gonna have a big tea tray, all sorts of milk teas. Basically, you can milk any tea.
Yeah. Is it just black tea that
Yeah,
is
I
milk?
found it here. It's a strong black tea. It says Ceylon. Am I saying that right? Ceylon is a
Okay.
classic choice.
Okay. So we should see how does Ceylon compare to?
Should we do milk teas
Brick.
next week?
Yeah, that'd be a fun one.
Yeah. Let's try
cool,
to do
yeah.
milk tea next week. All right.
So we definitely need a Ceylon. We just need a bunch of really dark teas. The only problem is when you go to Hong Kong, people like pride how long it's steeped for, I think, before you serve it with milk. So I think like we almost want to steep them ahead of time, I think.
Yeah.
And then we mix them with milk here. But I think you want them steeped for really long so they're really
Get a lot of
Potent.
flavor.
What about
Yeah.
like steeping it in milk?
I don't know. Let's see. What's
Like-
the process? Maybe you're the Google
Sure,
champion here.
Process for milk tea?
Yeah, or how long do you steep for milk tea? I don't think you steep it with the milk. Would that be gross? Just give time for the milk to go.
Just like no, like
For a standard steep, it says 3 to 5 minutes. For a stronger steep, it says 5 to 6 minutes.
That's like nothing. Okay, what am I talking about?
if you're doing
this
it
might
in
be for,
this
like, one
style
serving.
though,
Yeah.
As opposed to making
if
like
it's
a big
if
batch.
you're doing it like this, then I don't think that's probably a pretty good
Okay.
length of time because
Probably.
you put a lot in it and steep it like that. But if you're doing it like you can do it almost like an iced tea in the fridge, maybe.
Oh, maybe.
Some Reddit thread I found, but somebody they were making milk tea and they steeped for 3 hours, and somebody says, madness, 5 minutes is pushing it.
Oh, wow.
Because it does like tea sitting in hot water is not that good. Like you want that's why like cold sip is different. If you have it in fridge, and if you put it in cold water and steep it overnight, I think that's a different process. But if it's hot, it can be too much.
Oh, this is a pretty good measurement. Again, this is the same Reddit thread, but this says this person recommends steeping 28 grams of a strong black tea per liter of water for 5 to 6 minutes.
Okay. It's during the times when aromas bad. For traditional milk tea, getting the steeping time right can mean the difference between a mediocre cup and an outstanding one. It is the steeping time is too short, the tea, okay. On the other hand, over steeping can cause a bitter or astringent flavor that can overpower the milk. So, yeah,
So,
Hong Kong style
An ounce
is 3
for
to 5 minutes.
1 ounce for a liter of water for 6 minutes, 5-6 minutes, and then can you like chill that probably and keep it, and then mix it later or mix it as you go. So
I don't see much about that. Well, let's see.
Okay, so we can definitely sit here for 3 to 5 minutes.
I wonder about those tea resins.
I wonder
like,
if somebody told me it's steeped for a long time, and I thought that meant like a long time, and they were just like comparing it to like a 30
3 or
second.
6 minutes or like that. Yeah, well, next episode we're gonna do milk teas. Like and subscribe, please. You can see any of these teas on our website. You can go on vintagepork.ca. We will start leaving some links down on the description for the teas that we discuss in the podcast if they're available on the website. And yeah, this is it for our 12th episode. And yeah, we're gonna continue exploring and learning about tea.
Awesome.
Nice.
All right, great. Thanks, guys.
No problem. Okay. So do you want to go for lunch somewhere?
Yeah, we can go. Amanda, can I ask you to tear down these things and?
I should be okay. I don't really know where to put it away, but I can like take it all apart.
Yeah.
Leave it on the table. If that's okay.
You see those things? They go inside those.
And any of the bins there.